היום 8 ימים שהם שבוע אחד ויום אחד לעומר. Today is 8 days that are 1 week and 1 day. 3 contemplations of Chesed, shbGevurah, between man and God. התבונן האדם בדעתו במעשה החסד והאהבה שפועל השם יתברך בעולמו בכלל ובעמו בפרט. Contemplate on all of the acts of Chesed and love that Hashem does in His world as a whole and with you specifically, and how the intention of all of them is to arouse and awaken the creations liyirat Hashem, to seeing Hashem, to awe of Hashem. כדוגמת שלוות הרשעים ותשלום שכרם בעולם הזה, כדי לתורדם משכר העולם הבא. For an example, you can contemplate on the wicked people and how chill their lives are and how they have everything going for them. Why? Because they're getting paid the reward in this world. Why? So that they'll be completely busy and disturbed and not putting their energy in the world to come. Like the rabbis explained, Hashem pays the wicked in order to completely make them lose anything, any kind of reward in the world to come. From this you'll come to an awe of Hashem as a whole. And that's as a whole, to look at the world and see how the wicked people get their reward in this world so that they have no portion in the world to come. And then you as an individual, more finer point, you should check yourself to make sure that you're not getting paid, God forbid, your portion in this world in order to separate you from the world to come. You for sure know that Hashem is giving you more than what you're deserving of. He's giving you a lot more chesed, and he loves you much more than we are really deserving of. So you will be coming from that contemplation to more ira, more awe of Hashem, which is rooted in Gevurah, by way of contemplating and understanding how much chesed Hashem brings in the world. Second contemplation, in order for you to have yirat shamayim and to overcome your yetzara, you should do some good for your body, a little bit. You will be reaching Gevurah, which is ira and overcoming your yetzer, al yedei midat chesed, by way of doing a chesed, right? And the idea here is that you have to do chesed for your body. You have to, sleep. You have to eat. You have to do all these things and get up to learn and everything. But it's all the chesed that you're doing for your body is just so that you'll come back to yirat shamayim. Gimel, od yiten libo kedei sheyeh mitgaber al yitzro, in order for you to overcome your yetzer, hen besur mira, whether it's going away from bad things, you stop yourself from sinning, vehen biyoto koneh midat hazrizut batzma, and also acquiring the midah of zrizut, which is being quick to do things, quick to run after mitzvot, quick to do things the right way, which is rooted in Gevurah, because it comes from fire, comes from the element of fire. Right? When you have zrizut, to move quickly to go do a chesed, right? You have to understand how great the reward is that you're getting in both worlds, in this world for helping someone else out, and in the world to come, right? The more you know about the mitzvah, of how much a mitzvah does in this world and in the world to come, the more prepared you will be to overcome your yetzer and to be quick to go do chesed. You will be receiving the midah of Gevurah, which is overcoming the desire to do a sin and the quickness to move swiftly to do a mitzvah by way of the midah of chesed, which is the greatness and the love and all of the amazing reward that we will be receiving in this world and the world to come. 3 contemplations between man and his fellow man. When you really have to get over a situation and you have to maybe tell someone off or to rebuke someone, do it with love. V'yitenu libo ma'amar Chazal, give to your heart the words of the rabbis in Gemara and Sota. Yetzer tinok ve'isha te'esmol docha ve'yamin mekarevet. The yetzer hara, a baby, and the woman of the house, you should be push away with your left and bring them close with your right. And the rabbi said in Gitin, "Le'olam al yatil adam ema yetira betoch beto." A person should never bring too much fear into their house. V'chen hitzrichu l'hazir lishol benachat be'erev Shabbat. They also said, meaning not to bring too much fear, meaning the father shouldn't be some tyrant in the house. Should be be a father. You definitely need your respect, but not to go above and beyond and to bring fear into the house. Also, the questions that we have to ask our wives of the rabbis told us we have to ask it with a calm voice, with a calm connotation. Also, when you have to rebuke your children or to tell your children off or to punish them, whatever it might be, you have to, first things first, contemplate and sit and calm your mind and calm your consciousness, and to make sure you're not actually angry inside. And then you go put on your show for your children, right? When you're not really angry, you're contemplated, you're leveled, you're not in your rage. Then you go talk to them, you tell them off, and then you will not be really coming to anger by the way of that. It's all being done by love, because you have to tell them off as their father to put them on the right path. Right? You make it that they will receive your rebuke, which is the midah of Gevurah. Why? Because you first brought into the aspect of love. First things first, you thought about the love, and then you went to go do the rebuke. Second contemplation, when your friend has to go for a judgment, a din Torah, and you have a way to help them, whether it's before the psak din, as you could maybe be a testifier, you could maybe be a witness, and there's a mitzvah there to go testify to save your friend. And whether it's after the psak din, like you see your friend needs a little bit of chizuk, whether it's spiritual or the money to pay off a fine, whatever it might be, right? In order to make sure that the psak din is respected and brought into the world, which is the aspect of Gevurah, the judgments, there you should try to help your friend as much as you can, including in this is to pray for them, so that he will be able to keep the psak din, the ruling of the beit din, which is bringing more judgment into the world, but in the right way, in a kosher way, respecting the Torah and following the Torah and the Chachamim, and you will be doing a Chesed. So you are doing an act of Chesed by helping your friend or praying for him, making sure that he's getting through whatever he's getting through. Why? So that the midah of din will come into the world. There will be proper justice in the world, but sometimes that's hard. So we need to be there for our friends and do what we can to help them, and that is doing ahava shbGevurah. Chesed shbGevurah. The third contemplation, b'chol ma'aseh chesed she'oseh mechavero, any act of chesed that you do with your friend, yichaven l'shem mitzvat haborei yitbarach, have intention to do it because of the mitzvah of Hashem from the Torah. Bifrat b'chasadim shenimshach la'asotam mitzad tiv'o, specifically in the ones and the good acts, the acts of loving kindness that we do for our friends from our nature, from what we normally would do. Or that you would say, like the society, that's what people do, holding a door for someone or whatever it might be. Right? The rest of creations, everybody in the world does this kind of act. Your intention is for the sake of the mitzvah that was commanded in the Torah. You will be rectifying the midah of Gevurah, which is where the mitzvah is rooted, by way of doing an action of chesed in the world. In a body part, when you do a chesed, use your left arm, which is the midah and the merkava for the midah of Gevurah in the world. You will be rectifying the body limb of Gevurah by way of an act of chesed in time. Try to have extra love, contemplate love of Hashem, and also to do a mitzvah of gemilut chasadim, of helping someone in the afternoon, which is rooted in Gevurah. Have extra kavanah in the blessing of the Amidah of forgiveness, which is rooted in Chesed, in the tefillah of Mincha, which is rectified by Yitzchak, which is the chariot and the vehicle for the midah of Gevurah in the world. Third contemplation for time. when you mention the name El, Aleph, and then Lamed, Chaven bo, have intention in it, and specifically in Mincha, which that name is rooted in Chesed, Aleph Lamed is rooted in Chesed, and you want to have extra intention in Mincha, which is obviously Gevurah, and the kinyan of the day is Besimcha, with happiness, with joy.